Welcome to day 5 of the Prague to Hamburg river trip.
We're gonna hit it. You can eat and walk and drink beer at the same time.
Well rested, blisters dressed, feet caked in talcum powder, we were ready to hit the road for another long walk. So let's go.
Come on. I'm quite worried about this because there's every chance of breaking this hip. Done it before.
Get in.
People say Welsh doesn't use enough vowels. Vrchlitskeho. Setting off about 2 hours later than planned. Trying to make use of what's left of the morning freshness.
Yeah.
Before it gets muggy and over 30 degrees. It's already getting hot.
Oh, yeah, that's sun.
I think we both liked Roudnice, cute town.
We've both taken care to dress our feet this morning. Used a bit of talcum powder as recommended by a friend of Dad's who we randomly bumped into in the supermarket yesterday, who happens to do ultra marathons.
Getting past this point is going to be a big thing for me because I want to get rid of that feeling that I can easily just hop on a train and be home in like an hour or just over. We've done a massive distance, it just doesn't feel like it.
I mean, for me, it does, because obviously I have no dealings with this part of the world, so I only know it as a space that I have navigated on foot.
That was a massive coincidence though, to bump into him in the supermarket last night.
He had good advice.
Yeah, advice I probably should have sought out before we left. So we're heading for either Terezín or Litoměřice today. Should be the last big walk for a while because we need to do some cycling, maybe canoeing to get some distance in because pretty far behind schedule.
Yeah.
Hamburg is looking very ambitious.
Walking with blisters, walking with a fat blister on my heel. Walking with blisters, baby, do you feel the way I feel?
So yeah, 5 days into a 2-week trip, we had a way to go, so we needed another successful day. But we were in our stride now. Bit of history in this one, and some of it is pretty unpleasant history, so just a warning.
Walking with blisters, walking with a fat blister on my heel.
Well, we're 3 miles into our walk today, and I'm very pleasantly surprised about how my feet are holding up.
Yeah, my toes feeling alright. Still feel it, but don't feel like I'm doing damage. And it's probably one of the nicest stretches we've done.
You always say that.
But I mean, in every way, like, it's been all paved, and it's been all nice.
Touch wood.
It just feels like, yeah, I'm going to jinx us now.
Ah, sake.
But it just feels like we're making really good progress because we haven't had to, like, clamber over through forests or, like, turn inland and come back. It's just really nice. Usually something unexpected happens and ruins our good mood, so let's see what it is today. This looks like a really cool bar for a riverside drink. The little petting zoo attached. That's the only problem with starting early. Every bar where you want to stop, use the toilet, get refreshed, it's closed till about 2 or 3 o'clock. There's a bloody llama in there.
Hello.
Probably then.
Where's that ostrich at? There he is.
That's an emu, isn't it?
Oh, it's an emu, yeah. You've got me on that camera, referring to it as an ostrich.
How?
Oh, and I've just done it again. Look at these chickens here, standing there.
Should we go?
They coming off there.
Yeah, let's go.
Look at that one, Dad.
Which one?
That chicken.
Oh, he's wearing like flares. So since the bar's closed, we're heading into the village to find a toilet.
Maybe someone just let us use that loo.
If you want to knock someone's door,
It's cool. I wonder what they do in there. Play? Play tell.
another cute little Czech village. We've ordered some medovina, honey wine or mead, Like usually drink it warm on like a Christmas market,
I
but
was going to say that, it smells like a Christmassy drink.
10 a.m. in August, why not?
When I read it on the menu, I actually thought it was that raspberry lemonade I've been drinking. But this is fine.
Ringing endorsement.
Tastes like whiskey.
Really?
Actually, you're a whiskey drinker, aren't you? So it's like a dessert wine.
Yeah, it's more like a dessert wine.
Muscatel.
So, from the cute little village of Roudnice to the cute little village of Litoměřice, where we had a quick snack break in the shade of another cute little chapel, and then back to the riverside. But this is a dead end.
You are supposed to be on the map. It does say that you can. There is a path here.
Really?
Yeah, but
Where?
well,
There's water there.
I think we can clear. This is, if you have a look on the map, like this is literally the path. I don't fancy that.
I can't even see through it.
No,
Let's go
too
back
dead.
round.
Too dead. Luckily, we didn't walk too far.
Back into the bloody grass.
Why didn't I wear my grass shoes today?
Are we just guessing now? Doesn't look like a path. Isn't it up here?
Check the filthy, stinking, flying maps. We're not on a path.
Should we just head up here, then past this little church, and
Church? Did you say church?
there's a little church up here, yeah?
Okay.
Saw it from back there. Oh. Ah, these are nettles.
Yeah. Mind the nettles.
Mind them, they're all over the floor. Oh,
We're in snake and tick territory.
yeah, snake and tick central. Ah, sake. I don't even know where to go. There's a field though. It's better than this. That's a church, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, there's way out of the field onto a road. Ah, great, my legs are covered in stings.
I don't think that's supposed to be there.
No, I don't think we're supposed to be in. Should we like skirt around or go just cut across? What?
Maybe we shouldn't walk across it. We don't want to ruin anyone's harvest.
Yeah, it's all like freshly ploughed.
But you see here, so you can't get from there to there.
Should we just go to
may as
the road
well.
over there? More hops. Could be drinking them in however long it takes to make beer.
Ale only takes about 2 weeks.
How long does lager take?
Lager takes much, much longer. They store it, don't they, in a cold temperature for many, many weeks.
Nice and vague.
Could go into why, but don't want to bore the viewers. That's why they call it lager, by the way.
Why?
You're probably aware of that, aren't you?
Yes.
Lagern is German for like to store something.
No, I didn't know that.
The lager is like beer that you store it. Cool story, bro.
But they're cycling down here, so that probably is a way. Look at them, they know what they're doing.
Eventually,
We go.
that way.
If they can cycle through that path, then we can walk through it.
Eventually, we do need to rejoin the main road anyway, but I don't mind.
Turns out they didn't know what they were doing. They came cycling back.
Follow those guys.
I gave them too much credit.
The path that just came to a dead end, it showed up on the map as a legitimate path, not even a track. So the path that it says is on the other side of that gap might not even be there for all we know.
And they're obviously following the same maps that we are.
They just saved us a good few minutes of our time.
This is a lovely little place though,
Yeah.
that I never would have seen in my life. I randomly decided to try and walk to Hamburg.
And roped me into it.
So what's worse, do you reckon? Walking along the side of a busy main road or like through dense grass?
I don't know. Depends if you want to get bitten by ticks or flattened by vehicles.
Both? It's not that busy, to be fair.
It's just, it feels less natural, doesn't it?
Nice on the feet though.
Speaking of feet, how are your feet holding up?
Once I get walking, it's only the one toe really. Once I get walking, it just goes numb, so we'll make it easily today.
Good, good.
Famous last words. You said you wish we could walk through them. Technically, we could.
Yeah.
Have a little walk down one of these lanes.
I feel like we probably shouldn't.
When are you going to get another chance to walk through a hop field?
On a brewery tour.
I've been on a lot of brewery tours and they've never done this. Of course, we start to hear voices as soon as we start walking in. It just sounded like someone chatting though.
Yeah, it did, but that's really weird.
Like as soon as we stepped inside.
Get off my property.
Should we have another little foray?
Yeah, it's a pretty plant. It's kind of beautiful because you know what it's going to become as well.
Little Roudnice.
This place is just asking to be patronised by us.
It says that way, and it says open.
Some kind of a sick joke. There's no ice cream at all.
Is it this caravan? No, I see it down the bottom.
Nah, but.
Nah, what we needed.
Oh,
Brezniak lager, some Czech mustard crisps, and a radler for the lady.
cheers.
Cheers.
That's actually really nice. Really refreshing.
Yeah, and that.
Local crisp.
They're really mustardy, aren't they?
I don't even like mustard. Turns out I like mustard crisps.
Nice texture to them as well. Like fresh.
In like France, I think, maybe Belgium, don't know. They do a flavour called moutarde pickles. Reminds me of that one. This is slightly less tangy. And again with the wasps. Again with the wasps already. These places must really be completely bankrolled by cyclists. Kept afloat. Much like that ferry is keeping those people afloat.
That is deep. That.
Or the river.
So what's the plan?
Well, we reckon it will take about an hour to get to Terezín from here. Gonna have a little looky round. It's a very interesting, historic place. Then we're gonna walk to Litoměřice. And we have got a hotel booked for this evening.
It's like cleaning the beer off. So we're just heading up to Terezín, which is a pretty interesting place. It was founded in 1780 as like a military garrison fortress. When this was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire and they were in the middle of a big rivalry with Prussia. So they set this up just in case. So if you look at it actually from like Google Maps, you'll see it's a really like gridded, like grid system town. And you'll see like the sort of star shape of a 1700s fortress around it. Then later it was used as a prison where Gavrilo Princip, the guy who assassinated Franz Ferdinand and started the First World War, died in prison. So yeah, it's an interesting historical place. And yeah, later it was a notorious Jewish ghetto during the Second World War when the Nazis occupied this area. Come along a bit of an awkward road. That's about to get a lot more awkward, but that's it. That's the fortress wall. I think that's the small fortress. There's two. There's the small one, and then there's the town, which was the bigger one. I think this is the one that was used as a prison later. Business entrance. You're going to try and shimmy across on this side? Well, that truck just went past and it was like basically shaving the crash barrier. There's like no room for pedestrians over this bridge.
We haven't got much choice. And if they see us,
just go quick. So this is known as the Small Fortress. It was a Gestapo prison in the 40s and is now a museum. The Jewish ghetto was primarily based in the adjoining fortified town, where Jews would be sent to live and do forced labour before usually being sent east to the death camps. Around 33,000 people were killed at Terezín and 90,000 deported eastward. Maybe because of this history, the town still has kind of a strange atmosphere to this day.
yeah, strange place, got a strange atmosphere.
The Nazis tried to create the illusion that this was some kind of model autonomous community, giving it some level of Jewish self-administration, when in reality these were prisoners living in awful conditions and surrounded by armed guards. They even staged propaganda films here, where they'd improve living quarters just for the filming, showing people pretending to have a great time, or even kids doing plays. I'll link to those videos and some other information in the description, but obviously it's pretty heartbreaking when you know what the fate of most of the people in the videos actually was. Barely out of Terezín, and we find this golf club bar. It's bloody lovely. And that walk there, that path takes us all the way to Litoměřice.
And we have to go by the train station to check out the bike rental facilities. So what if we can't get bikes for tomorrow? We were kind of relying on those.
Just keep walking, I guess.
We won't get to
Hamburg if we don't get bikes soon. We can get bikes in Ústí from that company.
We won't get to Ústí though, will we, from here on foot?
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, we got 2 weeks, we're only 5 days in.
I mean in one day.
Oh, not in one day, no.
Well, fingers crossed we can get some bikes sorted then.
But for now, cheers. Oh yeah. It'd been another long and scorching hot day, and those beers went down very nicely. And we made it, less than an hour to Litoměřice at this point. The big question now being, with the mission hanging in the balance, would we be able to get bikes for tomorrow? Well, I guess I'm going to spoil that for you soon enough with the teaser trailer for the next episode. But for now, we just had to get to our accommodation, do a bit of sightseeing, and get some well-deserved food and beers in us. Litoměřice is a place tourists don't really visit, and it, much like Roudnice, was going to surprise us. It's a really beautiful town, as you'll see. There's a black and white picture of the square on Wikipedia after the Nazi occupation. With like, you see that like space in the middle at the top of that building?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like a big sort of metal swastika on that, and there's like soldiers in formation on the square.
Jesus.
Weird to think.
Yeah, really attractive place. I find it weird how I'm getting to see so much of a country I don't really have much to do with.
And sort of places that people don't really come to.
Yeah.
Which makes it more interesting in a way.
If this was England, there'd be a Boots and a Superdrug and a Poundland and a Costa and all the
Greggs.
usual Greggs. Although
Definitely.
I wouldn't mind a Greggs right about now. Nice Greggs sausage roll. Go down a treat.
That sunset.
There's nothing I like to do more after a day's walking than
Oh wow.
walking around town doing some sightseeing.
We whiled away the rest of the evening at Biskupski Pivovar, which I can highly recommend.
It's got a bit of depth to it, Dav.
We witnessed the second cheese pull of the trip, and not the last.
Oh yeah.
And just generally got a bit sloshed. Not too sloshed though, we had a big day ahead of us tomorrow. I know I always say that, but the aim tomorrow was to get to Terezín, which was going to be about twice the distance that we just walked, hopefully on a bike. And here is the distance we just walked, including all the wandering around Terezín, which gives us this new total. And as ever, cheers for watching.
We're one big happy cycling family. Don't open the gate.
The scenery is like unbelievable.
Yeah. It's magnificent.
I really wish my ass cheeks weren't on fire.